I would now like to present to you pastry cream. Pastry cream is used as a filling, frequently in eclairs, cakes, and it's even used in making cream pies. Place your milk straight into the pot. We're going to sift our sugar and our cake flour together. Pastry cream recipes vary widely. Some use flour as the starch, others may use cornstarch, and yet others may use something like a tapioca starch. Be sure to sift your flour and your sugar together well so that there are no lumps of flour left. Be sure to break up all the flour. Once your flour and sugar have been sifted together, then you want to add your egg yolks. Anytime you want to add egg yolks, you want to be very sure to mix the sugar in fairly quickly so that it doesn't sit there and chemically cook your egg proteins. When your egg proteins chemically cook, then you end up with little tiny knots in your finished product. Whisk these items together, adding just a very small amount of your milk into your egg yolks and sugar to create a slurry. Mix that together to form a smooth paste. If making pastry cream with a vanilla bean, you would take your vanilla bean, cut it in half, lengthwise, scrape the seeds out, place the seeds in the pot along with the shell. That will then allow the vanilla flavor to infuse into your milk. You want to be sure that all of your sugar and starch are moistened well. As soon as your milk comes to a boil, you want to go ahead and you want to turn your temperature down. Add a small amount of your hot milk, mixing continually. This is called tempering, and it's the technique used to take two ingredients of different temperature and combine them. In this case, it is important to temper so that we do not coagulate the egg proteins. When returning your pot to the heat, you want to make sure you're on medium heat and no longer on high. Once your slurry is mixed well with some of your hot milk, return the mixture to the pan. Once you have added in your slurry, be sure to mix it up really well. When making pastry cream, you need to mix the entire time. Be sure to scrape the sides and the bottom of the pot very well. Pastry cream will very quickly burn on the bottom and leave a bitter, unpleasant aftertaste. Continue to whisk as the mixture thickens. Don't forget to get in the sides and the corners of the pot and stop occasionally to scrape the sides. Even though the maximum temperature that egg proteins can be cooked to is 185 degrees Fahrenheit, we can actually boil pastry cream because of the addition of the starch. The starch stabilizes those proteins. As a matter of fact, in order to make pastry cream, we have to bring it to a boil so that that starch completely gelatinizes and we're not left with an unpleasant pasty flavor. Continue to whisk. Be sure to get all of the bottom and all of the sides. This is the point at which it likes to burn. As soon as the mixture comes to a boil, you want to cook it for about another 30 seconds to a minute to make sure that all of that starchy flavor is gone. Immediately remove it from the heat and whisk in your vanilla. You want to add your vanilla in at the end so that the flavor doesn't all evaporate when the milk comes to a boil. Using a clean spatula, you want to quickly put your pastry cream while it is still hot into a strainer. Strain it directly into an ice bath. This is very important since this product is considered a potentially hazardous food and will quickly spoil and make somebody sick. A potentially hazardous food is something that is high in protein, high in moisture, and of a fairly neutral pH. When you're done straining your custard through, be sure to wipe the spatula off before you wipe the bottom, so that in case there are any egg knots on there, that you do remove them. So that our pastry cream doesn't cool with the skin on it, we're just going to put a little bit of plastic wrap on the top. Place your plastic film over the top of the pastry cream and carefully push it down so that it actually contacts with the surface of the custard. Once it's set, you will have a firm, sliceable consistency. Once your pastry cream is completely cooled, quickly move it into the refrigerator.